welcome back to another sewing video. My name is Sherry, and in this week's video I'm going to show you how I made this dress from a website called commonstitch.com. It is a waste-free sewing pattern. As you can see, you won't need to print any paper or waste any of your fabric. I'm going to try to go through the instructions step by step. To cut the fabric, you will need to measure the size of your hips multiplied by 2 plus 16 centimeters. Mine are 99 centimeters multiplied by 2 is 198 plus 16 centimeters is 214 centimeters. That is 2 meters and 14 centimeters. I already had 2 meters of this cotton fabric. This is the fabric that I chose to make the dress. I thought it would be perfect for it. It's a bit smaller, but I'm sure it will do. So without further ado, let's get started. First, I'm going to cut the binding channels, the shoulder straps and the waist ties, which are referred to hashtag number 2, 3 and 4 in the instructions. I'm going to cut the shoulder straps hashtag number 3 and the waist ties hashtag number 4 first, 4 pieces of 4 centimeters each, cut vertically. Then cut the binding channels hashtag number 2, 4 pieces of 3.5 centimeters each, cut horizontally, which should be the size of the dress hashtag number 1. After I cut all the pieces, I'm going to make the top hem of the dress, which is 1/2 centimeter, pin and stitch all the way along. Next, I'm going to prepare the binding channels. I'm going to fold each side 1 centimeter and press, and make sure the finished piece is 1.5 centimeter. There are my 4 binding channels. Now I'm going to attach them to the dress. The first channel needs to be placed 4 centimeters down from the top hem. Make sure it's all nice and straight, otherwise it will show when the dress will be done. I have straight lines on my fabric, so I can just follow them while stitching. Otherwise, you can trace a straight line or make sure you pin as straight as possible. Then stitch the top and the bottom edges of the binding channels all the way along. The second binding channel will be placed 10 centimeters from the top of the first binding channel. Repeat the same steps, pin and stitch the top and the bottom edges all the way along. And repeat the same step for the third binding channel, 7 centimeters from the top of the second binding channel. For the last binding channel, I will attach it on the outside, which is the right side of the fabric. Attach it in 2 sections. Pin and stitch the pieces with 1 centimeter gap in the center of the dress and 1 centimeter in from the end. As you can see, I didn't let the 1 centimeters from the end. It was a mistake that I made and I corrected it a bit further in the video. Now I will insert the elastic bands in the first 3 binding channels. To measure the elastic, you will have to measure around your body and cut according to your size. Then thread the elastic through each channel with a safety pin. Please try to find one that is better than mine. This is the only one that I could find, a tiny little one. I'm going to thread for maybe 15 hours and be back. And this is how the dress looks like now. I haven't closed the dress on the side yet. I still have the waist ties to add on the last binding channel. So let's do that now. I already pressed the waist ties and straps. Now I'm just going to take the 2 waist ties, fold and stitch the edges all the way along. And this is when I finally unstitch the 1 cm seam allowance at the end of the binding channel. Take the 2 waist ties and thread it through the last 2 binding channels. Now I'm going to close the side of the dress. I'm going to start pinning from the top hem all the way down to the end of the dress, matching all the binding channels. So I'm going to finish the bottom hem of the dress, and this is how the dress looks like now. At this stage you can decide if you want to add the straps or not. I think the dress looks really good like this already, but for the sake of the video I'm going to add the straps, then you will decide which way you would like your dress to be. I'm going to cut the 2 straps in half, fold and stitch the edges all along. Then to attach the 4 straps, you will need to put the dress on and decide where you need to add all your straps. And the dress is done. I really love it. I love how it looks. The only issue is probably the location of the last binding channel. As you can see, maybe I have a pretty short torso, so the channel is going down to my hips. In the instructions they say that you could move the channels according to your body type, but unfortunately I did not think about it. So I would probably move them a bit up or even completely remove them. So that's it for today's video. Thank you again for watching and see you next time. Bye!